All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, for a live stream. Lots going on, man. I don't even know where to start. The amount of recruitments that we're doing, the technical directors, sporting directors, recruitment, head of recruitment directors, more recruitment people, global technical director. I've got no idea. Honestly, I've got no idea. But all I do know that we are cooking up something. We are cooking up a storm. We are looking to take over, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing. So of course, we're going to talk about all of the sort of different staff, like I suppose from a board level, like in terms of the positions from a board level. We'll talk about all of that, of course, and we will definitely talk about a little bit from last night's match, recap on a few moments, enjoy the moment, being first in the Champions League group stage and qualifying for the knockout stages as the winner of the group, which is fantastic. We'll definitely talk about Christopher Nkunku versus Real Madrid. I mean, I actually watched that match straight after the Chelsea game. He was electric, man. Nkunku troubled Real Madrid. He was so good. We'll talk about that. Bruno Guimarães. Is this legitimate? Bruno Guimarães, Chelsea interested and looking to get him in January? My God. I mean, honestly, I see no reason why we can't get him. Although very far-fetched, I understand. And Newcastle is looking to make him the most, richest, I suppose, the most paid player for highest paid player for Newcastle. But I see no reason why we can't do this. I'm pretty sure if he wants to leave right now, still, Chelsea Football Club is a top club. Not to say that Newcastle isn't, but they're on the way up. So you could still possibly lure someone like Bruno Guimarães. So we'll talk about that. There's just a whole heap of other stuff, man. Honestly, we needed to do this live because there's a whole heap of information that we need to go through. Almost more than 50 of you guys are live already, which is fantastic to see after 2.5 minutes. Smash the like button, get those likes up to 50 immediately, and we'll get the show started very, very soon. Good to see each and every one of you guys. You guys are massive, massive help for the channel. You guys are massive supporters of the channel. And we're running wild towards 18,000 subscribers now. So hopefully we get that very, very soon. Matthew Lee Benjamin, good to see you. Shubra, good to see you, my man. Laurence Stewart joins Chelsea as technical director. We'll talk about that. I've got no clue with the different positions that we are hiring. All I know, we are cooking up a storm. That's all I know. Frederick, good to see you, my man. Finally, some key sporting appointments. Very important for our development. Yeah, man. We are building something, man. Honestly, we're building like an empire. I get the feeling. Sammy, good to see you. And Nkunku, what a player we have on our hands, hopefully. Yeah, man. Fine acquisition. Hopefully that it's gone through. But it looks like all sort of matters target towards that this guy's going to be a Chelsea player, which is going to be brilliant. Shubra is saying Barca versus Bayern watch along tonight, Miz. Probably not, but you know what's going to happen? As soon as Inter Milan post that victory, I will go live for a little bit and laugh at Barcelona non-stop. Probably won't have a watch along for Barca Bayern, even though I want to. I'm probably just going to relax a little bit, just get some rest, and then see if we can catch some Barca games or Real Madrid games during the weekend or whatnot. But I know that will be a fantastic match to cover, but I think I might skip that. But definitely look out for when Inter Milan wins. We're going to laugh at Barcelona making it to Europa League again. And I think at the end of the day, as soon as Inter wins, does it really even matter with the Barca versus Bayern Munich? So probably doesn't even matter. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first up, let's talk about this news. Let's bring this up. I'm very excited. I am very, very excited. As I said, I can't see how this may not happen. I know it's far-fetched, but it's got the potential. It really does have the potential. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to kick things off. Obviously, we've got the sporting director news that's up as well from Chelsea, Laurence Stewart. So we'll talk about all of that. Don't you worry. Everything will be covered. Let's just enjoy going through each and every bit of this news. First up, Chelsea are interested in Newcastle United's Bruno Guimarães and are studying a proposal for the January transfer window. This is from Goal Brazil. I think I saw this from Sports Witness as well yesterday. So there may be something to it. Bruno Guimarães, what a fine player he is, man. Look, I've not watched enough of Newcastle this season, but the couple of times I've watched them, and also watched them last season, Bruno Guimarães, man, not just as a central midfielder who can be a defensive midfielder, who can be a number 8 as well, who can progress into a 10 position and, press and also be creative. This guy is a sensational midfielder, man. How Newcastle were able to get this guy, I think for 35 million or something. A ridiculous price. He's going to be worth a lot of money now. There's no doubt about that. But as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Phillips, as first reported here, this was October 19. I'm still being told that the new board are prioritizing the midfield revamp. This means that we are looking to sign one new midfielder in January, with Alvarez still topping that list, as well as Caicedo and Bruno Guimarães. So Simon Phillips has talked about this October 19th, and now October 26th, and this news was literally, sort of floating around yesterday. So October 25th, this Bruno Guimarães situation has come into light. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about Bruno Guimarães? For me, I like this guy. Ms. Check Fab's latest tweet regarding Bruno. Okay, we are on the latest news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. I love it when the live chat is buzzing, man. Love it. I love it when the live chat is absolutely buzzing with latest news. Let's see. Oh, look at this. That's Hendrik, sorry. 5 minutes ago, when we were talking about Bruno Guimarães. Newcastle plans for Bruno Guimarães remain very clear and won't change. The club wants to offer him the new long-term contract with salary improved, as reported last month. Many top clubs are interested in signing Bruno in 2023, but Newcastle want to keep him. Look, Newcastle can want whatever they want, but at the end of the day, they are still a club where players, if they're interested to go elsewhere, it can still happen. Like as soon as you see Newcastle perhaps becoming a proper top 4 Premier League team, they're in the Champions League and they've built up that European credibility, that's when you probably might find it very difficult to lure players away from them. Much like Man City, it's not that easy to lure Man City's best players from them and bring them to us. With Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus and all that, especially Sterling, his contract was coming to an end as well. Gabriel Jesus, he was on the outside because Haaland came in. But if you want to grab like their best players, like for example, if you want to get Man City's KDB or Rodri, there's no chance in hell. Like you will never be able to lure those players out. Newcastle are not in that position as yet, ladies and gentlemen. We can still probably get a player like Newcastle. I mean, if Bruno Guimarães had the opportunity, if Todd Bowley and our new recruitment team and Graham Potter, if they reached out to Bruno Guimarães and offered him a lucrative contract, I see no reason why Bruno Guimarães will say, nah, you know what? I'll probably just stick around at Newcastle Football Club. He's going to get Champions League football with us. He's going to be able to, down the track, fight for the Premier League. But this is nothing taking away from Newcastle one bit. Newcastle are on the rise. There's no doubt about that. But if we want to lure a player like Bruno Guimarães, we got to do it now, before in the next couple of seasons, Newcastle actually becomes a powerhouse. Do you know what I mean? So look, man, it really all depends on how much Newcastle are going to offer. Even if they offer a huge salary, something like ridiculous, let's just say, I don't know, 300K plus. I still think if we were to offer something similar, he would leave Newcastle. He would leave Newcastle. Unless Newcastle goes and absolutely does something ballistic and starts offering him 400,000 or plus. Do you know what I mean? In that case, there's probably no chance of getting him. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know, man. This guy, like, if there is ever a chance of if Jorginho doesn't get, his contract renewed, this guy will do what Jorginho does on the ball, and off the ball, he's extremely good as well. So this guy would be a hell of a player to have at the base of the midfield. And then you could potentially have those eights alongside him. I mean, this will be a sensational signing if we can ever pull this off. But I don't know. I don't know whether we can pull it off, but I don't think it's completely far-fetched. That's what I'm trying to say. Tonga, creative, defensive, and he's got some goals in him. He's decent package. He's an unbelievable package, man. Bruno, Saicedo miss. Oh, come on, man. Bruno Guimarães, for sure. The only reason we are entertaining Saicedo is it's more realistic. That's why we're entertaining Saicedo. Taking nothing away from Saicedo. Saicedo is a fantastic player as well. Once again, a player that can be a 6, a player that can potentially play an 8 role as well. But Bruno Guimarães is probably one of the best sort of central midfielder at the moment, along with Rodri and so on and so forth. Yeah, need that flexibility in midfield, and Bruno can fill that void. At the end of the day, we're a bigger club than Newcastle. Exactly. Absolutely right. It's confirmed. Fab watches Mrs. Tree. Thanks, Shubra. Aka, I would love it, but surely not. They're doing better than ever and just started their rebuild. Look, this is what I mean. Of course, Newcastle don't want him to go. Of course, Newcastle doesn't want him to go. But is it up to Newcastle, though? Like, what if Bruno Guimarães just says, hey, you're letting me go. I am out of here. I'm leaving. So if that's the case, then you know what's going to happen. I just want to have a quick look. Bruno Guimarães, I mean, this guy, just some of his stats. Just bring this out. He's got some, his stats are really good. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this. This is obviously this season. Look at the heat map, man. All over the central midfield area. 9 played, 9 started. Is this season? 2022, yep. 2 goals already this season. What does he have? What else does he have? Big chances created, 1. Assists 2 as well. Let's have a look at last season, though. 21-22. Look at that. Look at that heat map, man. It's fantastic heat map. Strengths, long ball, playmaking, ball control, no weakness, no outstanding weaknesses. There you go. Position, midfield, I think pretty much anywhere in midfield, man. Total played 17 last season, 11 started, and 5 goals. And he also got 1 assist. So look, I mean, that's decent enough contribution from midfield, man. That will go a long way. But it's his complete package that is what excites me. With the ball, off the ball, just sensational. Honestly, I would love a player like Bruno Guimarães. Let's see what you guys have to say. Jorginho getting a new contract means, look, he wants to. I've got no qualms about not giving him a contract. I think the issue at the moment is that wages, 150,000 per week. That doesn't seem too much for me, to be honest. Chelsea can easily do that. But maybe it's also a good time to perhaps revamp that midfield and look into other players. Like if we can get a Bruno Guimarães, I don't know whether it's 100% going to happen or not. Edson Alvarez, I'm not completely sold with him. Obviously there's always talks about Declan Rice. Look, there was a clip yesterday. There was a couple of moments. He ended up becoming the man of the match for yesterday's match, by the way. And there was a couple of moments where our build-up from the back was so exquisite, and it had a lot to do with Jorginho. Sometimes we honestly underappreciate Jorginho a lot, man. We focus on his flaws, but we don't tend to give him the plaudits for his the positive attributes that he has. We focus way too much on his the negative stuff, and we forget that the positives are huge for the football club. Do you know what I mean? For Chelsea Football Club. So look, I've got no issues if we keep someone like Jorginho, but at the same time, I don't mind revamping either. Jorginho was brilliant yet again last night. We shouldn't let him leave. Himanshu, good to see you. Jake, good to see you. I would love him. My mate's at Newcastle fan and has nothing but great things to say about him. He seems well-rounded, able to do everything. Look, as I said, I saw a couple of matches last season of Bruno Guimarães and he looked exquisite. And a couple of matches this season when Newcastle played and looked really, really good. This guy's an unbelievable player. There's no doubt about that. We could have got him for 20 million when Sarri was here, but now we have to put him 60 to 70 million. I guess that's the question. How much do you reckon Newcastle would charge? I think Newcastle would charge a lot of money. Ms. Check Simon Phillips' tweet regarding Jorginho's new contract. Oh man, things are buzzing today. We have got news. Let's have a look. We'll get to that Laurence stuff very soon. Jorginho and Chelsea have started new contract talks. There you go, Mate Moreto. As I said, I've got no issues, man. Honestly, I've got no issues if this happens. Georgie has got most man of the match in Champions League for Chelsea since he joined us. Wow, what a stat, man. That is, did Statman Dave do that? I'm pretty sure Statman Dave would never tweet something like that. Would Statman Dave ever tweet something like this? If it was anything about Declan Rice, you best believe that would have been on target straight away. But because it's not Statman Dave, because it's not Declan Rice, Statman Dave is not going to do that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the next news. Yesterday, Christopher Nkunku, ladies and gentlemen, if all the recent conversations about this guy, if it's true that he is joining Chelsea Football Club, then I'm telling you, our attack is going to enhance tremendously. This guy is very technical. He's very smooth on the ball, man. The way he's quick, the way he's able to stop the ball, turn. Do you know what I mean? Like he's probably say he's on the left side. He's running, and he'll stop and he'll quickly take a turn on his right foot. Honestly, he's electric. He can pretty much do the same thing on the left side. He'll run, burst of pace, and quickly turn on his left foot. This guy, he's gonna be amazing for us. The goal he scored was very nice, decent, but there was another chance before that was lovely. How he went around Courtois. He had a couple of other chances as well in the second half. He gave Real Madrid a absolute massive things to think about. Honestly, he gave them a lot to think about. And I can't wait, man. If this happens next season, we are going to be lit, ladies and gentlemen. And similar with Joško Gvardiol, there's a lot of rumors about how Gvardiol is possibly going to join Chelsea Football Club as well. He scored a goal too. He had a decent game as well. Defensively, he was very, very good, actually. And to be honest, now when I'm thinking about it, if we ever do continue with the three at the back, and I don't know what the future is for Thiago Silva, as much as I want to keep him, really depends if he wants to stick around. Azpilicueta probably needs to leave as well. So maybe there is a potential to have another centre-back. So someone like Joško Gvardiol, look, maybe worthy to keep. And who knows what the go is with Fofana. Obviously with the broken leg and recently with that knee injury, what's going to happen with him down the track? What's going to happen with Reece James as well, I suppose, with his injury? So maybe there is a opening in terms of getting a defensive player like Joško Gvardiol. So look, I'm more excited about Christopher Nkunku. With Gvardiol, look, if it happens, it happens. That's fantastic. He's a good player, quality defender. But I'm stoked, absolutely stoked with Chalobah. We've got other players like Colwell as well down the track, academy players, Ampadu. We don't really have to worry too much. And if it's not Gvardiol, I'm pretty sure we'll get someone else. But Christopher Nkunku, I'm telling you, there's not going to be that many excellent attacking players like him floating around. So to be able to get him, I think that's a fantastic coup for us. So, and he had a brilliant match against Real Madrid. And Nkunku was good, but Gvardiol was phenomenal. His passing, his tackling, he's a world-class CB in making. I was so impressed. There you go. Do you know who else I was impressed by? Aka. Simikan from that right side. I know a lot of people have been saying that he's a centre back, but he was playing as a right back. I tell you what, he had a lot of pace to burn on that right side, man. And I was thinking, do you know what? Maybe as a Reece James backup, Simikan, like why not? The guy's got physique, he's got a lot of pace, he can put in a cross. I mean, they had Real Madrid in a spliff. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, they really had them on the ropes. Sesko gave me Haaland vibes. Sesko, yeah, look, I mean, he's still got a lot of development to happen, but yeah, there was one time yesterday where he did actually muscle over Chalobah. And Chalobah was fantastic throughout the game. Hopefully, Timo has been telling them nothing but good things to come to our club. Do you know what? Timo Werner, he actually loved, and I'm pretty sure he still loves Chelsea Football Club. Not that long ago, Timo Werner was in a Champions League, one of Chelsea's Champions League game. He came to watch. So I don't think Timo Werner has anything ill towards the club. It's just unfortunate it just didn't work out for him at Chelsea. I'm pretty sure he'll have all good things to say about Chelsea Football Club. Gvardiol will be solid replacement for Silva. Him with Fofana, Trevor, KK, Nkunku are the future of Chelsea backline. There you go. Absolutely no issues about the Gvardiol passing is top notch. He breaks opposition press for fun. There you go. A lot of people seem to rate him a lot. I thought he was very good against Real Madrid, but the thing about Gvardiol is I don't get to see him too much. Whenever I do get to watch a little bit of Leipzig, I'm more focused on Christopher Nkunku as opposed to Gvardiol. But look, a lot of people like him, man. Lots of people like him. And when the majority tends to like a player, I tend to think that they're decent enough. Tottenham is also interested in Gvardiol. I'm pretty sure Gvardiol would choose us ahead of Tottenham any day of the week. Phenomenal Finn heard the deal will be done before World Cup. That French right back was amazing too. And Nkunku goal was a banger. Gvardiol was solid last night. We were also linked with Simikan when he was at Strasbourg. We just monitor everyone, but got none. Look, at the end of the day, in recent times, we've made a lot of acquisition. You know, Wesley Fofana, we got Kalidou Koulibaly in defense. So yeah, we've been doing our job. Okay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's start looking at this Chelsea rebuild. Man, honestly, I can't keep up with this news anymore. Like, so much that's going on. Let's have a look at this first up before we go into those Fabrizio Romano stuff. So Laurence Stewart will be joining Chelsea in new position as technical director to focus on football globally, ladies and gentlemen. So you might ask, who is this Laurence Stewart? This is a little piece from Vince, who sort of talks about this. According to AS Monaco website, Laurence Stewart worked with Paul Mitchell at Red Bull Group as global head of scouting. Another head of scouting. We do not want to make a mistake with scouting ever again. I think Chelsea Football Club, you know, with Todd Bowley, when they've taken over and the lack of data that was available, they must have quickly summed up that, you know what? This club has made too many mistakes and no more mistakes is going to be allowed. We are going to get 10,000 people who are who are experts in recruitment, who are experts in getting gems. We are getting all of these people, man. Honestly, I mean, I understand it's not just for Chelsea. I think it's for that multi-dimensional sort of structure that we're going to have. It's not just going to be Chelsea. We're probably going to have 3 or 4 different clubs that are going to be under Chelsea as well. So a few clubs in Europe, potentially a club in Brazil. So I think all of these positions, all of these people that we're trying to get now are for the whole global network. So look, fantastic, man. Before joining Monaco with Paul in 2020 as head of recruitment and sports development and now as sports director, he also had experience at City, Everton and English FA. So Laurence Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a read of this latest article. Let's see what's going on. Laurence Stewart will be joining Chelsea in a new position as technical director to focus on football globally. There you go, technical director. And don't forget that Christopher Vivell, he's still joining as well. And I'm pretty sure he's a technical director too. So plenty of technical directors going around. Let's have a read of this. Stewart will join Chelsea when he completes his commitments to AS Monaco, where he is currently technical director, having moved to League One club in June 2020. During his time at Monaco, the team recorded consecutive third-place finishes in League One and was finalist in 2021 French Cup. Prior to his role as the technical director as AS Monaco, Laurence was the global head of scouting at Red Bull. So, wow, there is something going on with us and Red Bull, ladies and gentlemen. We are connected with Red Bull. We seem to like Red Bull a lot. Soccer International. Earlier in his career, Laurence was the head of performance analysis at Manchester City, senior recruitment coordinator at Everton, and was the England national team in a performance analyst role for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. So you just know he's probably heavily data-driven as well. On his appointment to his new role, Stewart said, "I'm delighted to be joining Chelsea and excited about the vision and direction of the club under the new ownership group. I'm excited to join them to help them build a world-class global sporting organization." There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to join them to help them build a world-class global sporting organization to consistently win on the pitch at the highest level and provide player pathways to help develop our talent. I think that is the statement. That is the aim. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea chairman Todd Bowley and co-controlling owner Baghdad Iqbali said, "Laurence is an important appointment as we plan to build a deep sporting team that will collaborate closely. Laurence is a world-class football leader who understands talent management, data and scouting, player development and performance. Chelsea wishes to thank the owners of AS Monaco and their management team for supporting the recruitment of Laurence to Chelsea's project." I mean, incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you guys have to say. It's cheaper to pay these people than lose money on players like Lukaku. It's smart business. Very well said. That's a top comment, man. That really is a top comment. Let's have a look at what Fabrizio said, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea's rebuilding continues. Joe Shields' appointment is 100% done. So we know recently Joe Shields, the ex-Man City who was in Southampton, he's joined Chelsea Football Club as well. I think as co-director of recruitment or scouting, something like that. It will be official soon. Monaco technical director Laurence Stewart will also join Chelsea recruitment team as called by David Einstein. Christopher Vivell talks progressing well as well. Like, I mean, wow. We are building a structure, a monster structure to take over football for once and for all. For once and for all. Undisputed champion. World heavyweight champion. Come on. Matt Law. And he's another, like, I mean, honestly, I can't keep up anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I can't keep up. Exclusive. Chelsea set to raid Brighton again, this time for Paul Winstanley, who is set to join Vivell, Shields, and Stewart on a new recruitment team. More recruiters. We probably have more recruiters than players right now. We definitely have more recruiters than midfielders. Maybe we should add some midfielders first. There's a lot of recruiters than midfielders and maybe even attackers. So look, madness is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how you guys feel. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this. Interesting to see all different kind of sort of views from fans. Maybe Sochaux will be our first club we purchase. Yeah, look, why not, man? A particular French club, we're interested. Apparently, we were looking at some French clubs as well. Interested about a club in Belgium as well. We are getting football people on our board, and that would be a huge boost for us. By the way, where is Lukaku? Wasn't his loan terminated? No, I don't think it is. He's still in Inter Milan, and I think he potentially still wants to stay there. And there's already conversations that we are looking into getting a second year loan, but yeah, there is some concerns about Lukaku and his fitness, but we'll see what happens. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Anybody worried? Look, that's what I was thinking. But Todd Bowley, this guy is not stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a proper businessman. Like, he's a successful businessman. He's building an empire, man. I'm putting all my eggs on his basket, man. Honestly, I think he knows what's going on. Like, I was browsing last 3-match squad, couldn't find him. I understand people are worried about having too many directors, but some of them will be at other clubs. We are looking to recruit in the multi-model. Exactly. This is what I think as well. It's not all for Chelsea Football Club. I think it's for the whole multi-dimensional model. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 47 likes, over 200 people. Can we reach 100 likes immediately? I think today we shall also see All You Can Eat Chelsea. I think Matisse has lined up a live for that, so do look out for that. Let's smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to well over 100 while we at it. If you've been enjoying the stream, and the likes are directly correlated to the growth of the channel. So if you want the channel to see it grow even more, make sure you smash the like button. It's for the multi-club system, I guess, not only for Chelsea now. You're absolutely right. That's what I think as well. I don't know what any of this means. Sounds good, but it isn't that a lot of people to hire. 100%. Look, it looks like there's a lot of people being hired, but I think it's probably necessary with the multi-dimensional structure that we're looking for. And Nkunku last night was immense. He was playing like Benzema. Do you know what? Like, his pace, his movement, and his close control of the ball, his ability to quickly change direction when he's running, the technical ability was, oh man, that was so good to watch. But yeah, let's see what else is you guys saying. Mate, can't even get that Obbers miss out of my head in world-class action. My God, I'd have been one of the best team playing. Yeah, man. Aubameyang should have scored yesterday. Honestly, he should have scored. But look, hopefully he bangs in the goals against Brighton over the weekend. I don't want to be too negative about any of the players. We had a very good performance, man. Overall, the team played well. Attackingly as a unit, we played well. Hopefully the goals will come in a flurry very, very soon. And in recent times, Aubameyang has been very decent. Is there any updates on the clubs we are looking to acquire? Yeah, not recently, but I know that they were looking for a Belgian club. They were looking for a Brazilian club. I don't know whether there is any solid club that's ready to go. Is there any news on Nkunku? Well, the latest is he's potentially going to have all the paperwork and everything done before the World Cup. He might even be announced as a Chelsea player, but obviously he'll join at the end of the season. I don't think Nkunku is coming in January. So that's a little bit about that. Mate, unless we pay 120 million, we ain't getting Bruno. Newcastle have no reason to sell. Wow, do you reckon Bruno Guimarães is worth 120 million now? How many years does he have? What was his contract? Bruno Guimarães. Have a quick look at this. What's he contracted till? There you go. 30th of June 2026. At the end of this season, there still will be 3 years left. I don't know about 120 million, but I think easily 60, 70 million, man. Minimum 60, 70 million. Miz, you see PSG already trying to tap up Endrick. Yeah, but Endrick just signed a contract with Palmeiras, his first official contract. And apparently it's a record as well for Palmeiras, the youngest player to sign a professional contract. And there is a release clause of 60 million euros. So it is a hefty amount of money to pay for a 16-year-old. Who's going to be 17. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Lots of news that we've gone through. Only 30 more likes left to hit 100. So let's hit 100 likes. And then anything more than that is obviously always a bonus. If you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe. Let's hit 18,000 subscribers ASAP. Hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I shall see you guys very, very soon at the end of tonight. We'll recap some more Chelsea news. But of course, do remember, as soon as Inter Milan win today, we will go live and we will laugh at Barcelona, their demotion to Europa League. So we'll make sure you guys tune in for that. It'll be a short stream, but it'll be a banter stream. We'll laugh our heads off. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.